Good morning and welcome. So glad you're here. I'm setting up with a yoga blanket by my space today. We're going to do some things where your knees might come off the mat. If you have a wooden floor, you might just want to have something like that for padding. And we're getting started lying down onto your back, constructive rest position. Soles of the feet are planted on the mat a little wider from your hips, a little out toward the edges. Allow the knees to dip in and hold each other up. Bring one palm by your navel area, the other palm by your heart area. Let your eyes soften, whether they're closed or gently open. Sensing the life force in your body as you come into the space of your practice. Feeling your inspiration, your motivation, and intention that brought you here today. This aspirational energy helping you to grow. And blended with what we wish to become is your ability to be with yourself right now, feeling your body resting against the earth, a sense of ease as you take this comfortable position. And whatever state of your mind, your emotions, or your nervous system, this is a great time to practice. This is your time to practice. And by making this connection with your breath and your body, we are regulating our nervous system. We are making the mind focused, present, more at peace. Enjoying another breath or two in this quiet position. Extend arms up above the back of your head. Get a long reach. And lying at the beach pose, cup your hands to the back of your head so the elbows go wide. We'll do the vagus nerve eye exercise, which is a really good release for our nervous system. Without rotating your head, just turn your eyes to gaze comfortably to the right. And we're holding this side 30 to 60 seconds. While you're doing the eye movement, hold. There may be involuntary signals that your body's releasing. This could be like a sigh or a kind of shudder, like a swallow, or a swallow deeper in your belly. A few more moments with eyes to the right. Soften your eyes, just let them float and relax at center. And same thing with eyes gazing comfortably to the left. Yeah, so without turning the head, eyes look to the left. And this arm position is signaling to the neck and head muscles that work with our eyes. It's signaling those muscles that they don't have to activate. And so this movement can really release the suboccipitals, the base of the skull, the side neck muscles that get activated when we're under stress. Yeah, a few more moments with eyes to the left. Let your eyes soften and float. Bring hands out from under your head. For a moment, just place hands to your torso and see if you feel any shift from the eye exercise. Float your left knee. Bring hands around the back of the knee. Stretch right leg flat down to the mat. For a sciatic nerve glide, first movement is to reach the left leg up. It might be straight-ish, and then we'll point the toes, then lift the heel, pulling the toes down to the face, and bend the knee to let the leg soften down toward your chest. We'll connect that with an inhale to lengthen the leg, first up through the toes, then heel up, toes down. Exhale to bend the knee and let the leg soften. Yeah, a few more cycles. Inhale, first lift toes, then lift heel. Exhale, bend knee down. Yeah, let's take another cycle. With the knee floating, open your arms wide to a T shape. Palms can be up or down. With inhale, dip your knee open to the left, so kind of like a floating tree pose. Exhale to pull knee up to center and then over to the right into a twist. Inhale, knee to center and open to your left. Exhale through center into the twist. Yeah, so as we play with this twist cycle, you're welcome to stay on the breath to movement flow. Or if there's a pose you just like to stay and deepen in anywhere along this spectrum, please do. A final breath in the twist cycle. With an inhale, knee to center, press the foot up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms long by your side, palms face down. Yeah, so we're breathing and activating out through both feet. Notice if the left hip hikes, so the left low back is shorter than the right, and just try to even that out. Bring the left sitting bone forward toward the inner right heel. Enjoy the challenge in this movement as we lower the legs slowly to a count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest palms on your belly. Let the toes soften out to the side in Savasana, just briefly. Float your right knee, catch hands to the back of the knee. Yeah, sciatic nerve glide for the second side. Lengthen the leg, working toward long knee. First, reach the toes up, then the heel up. Use the exhale to soften the knee down and gently wide. Breathing in to lengthen up through the toes, then through the heel. Breathing out, soften and bend. Connecting to the way your breath wants to move. This very centering practice of breath to movement connection. Yeah, final round for sciatic nerve glide. With the knee bent, just floating, open your arms wide to the T shape. Inhale, dip the knee open to the right, that floating tree pose. Exhale, knee through center, reaching into a twist. Yeah, following your breath, open on the inhale, twist on your exhale. Movement. This movement is very much showing us hip stability. Feel welcome to stay in the breath to movement flow or pause anywhere along that spectrum of stretch. Final breath with the twist. Inhale to center the right knee and press the foot upward. Activate forward through the left foot as well. Yeah, feeling this strong stance. Find your level pelvis. Yeah, where both ribs and hips have equal distance. Palms down beside the torso. Activate gently through your shoulder blades and allow the chest and neck to relax as much as they can while the strength is in your core and legs. Take a deep breath, and now we are lowering to that slow count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 breaths, Shavasana. Soften and feel. Bend both knees, catch hands behind them to take a few rock and rolls down your spine. If it feels good, do a bunch. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Nice. Create a comfortable seat. This can be a great time to elevate your hips. A landmark I often look for is that my the hip joint is higher than the knees. That can put the legs at ease. With your inhale, arms scoop up, getting taller. Exhale, hands through the heart and fingertips down on the mat. Yeah, just pacing with your breath flow to reach up and draw down through center. Yeah, last cycle like that. With right fingertips down on the mat, walk them out and take your left arm up and over to side bend. Outer left hip sinks and gets heavier. Bend the top elbow. Yeah, cactus that arm. Let the elbow fall back, shoulder blade fall back, Turn your gaze down to the right hand. Extend the left arm and now look up at that hand. Yeah, so we're breathing in with this long arm. Breathing out, bend, let the shoulder blade fall back as you look down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, cactus arm, look down. Yeah, staying on that movement. With this next inhale, our exhale will fan the left arm down. And take the second side. Walk the left hand out and scoop your right arm alongside your ear. Getting into easy breaths to open the ribs and let that outer right hip drop. Bend the right elbow so we've got this cactus arm, shoulder blade and elbow fall back to your right. Breathing in, long arm looking up. Exhale, cactus elbow as you look down. Just let that shoulder and elbow get heavy. You're reaching up when you breathe in. Elbow back as you breathe out. This movement is targeting levator scapula muscle. So, inner shoulder blade muscle that attaches to your neck. And taking a final reach with your inhale. And exhale will tip the right arm down out of the pose. Curl the shoulders, rolling up, back, and down a few cycles. With shoulders softening down your back. One more inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands forward as you rock over the knees into table. Extend right leg back, breathing in for cat and cow with leg extension. Exhale, nose to knee as you curl in. Breathing to extend leg back, heart forward. Exhale, nose to knee. The next time your leg is long, we are going to balance with right leg reaching back and a choice for left arm forward. Plug the long right leg into the hip socket. Yeah, helping to level the pelvis and even out both sides of your low back. Let the breath give you additional strength, particularly on your exhales. Excellent. Let's step forward into lunge. Right foot between the hands. A choice of back knee up or down as you stand into the front foot. Extend the back of the left knee. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. Preparing to lift your lunge. Press into the front foot and take your time. A deep breath in will lift the chest. And deepening the pose as you breathe out. Create space between your shoulders and harness your core strength with your exhales. Final inhale right here. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Push off the back toes for a grounded airplane, modified warrior 3. Left leg up in the sky, activating back and up. With your exhale, left foot to earth for Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Linger here to let your upper body dangle. Sense the three corners of each foot, the heel, big toe, and little toe corners, all rooting equally. A full exhale to release the weight of your arms toward the earth. With your inhale, rise and stand. Scoop the arms up, open your heart. Exhale, hands through the heart and long arms down in your mountain pose. Breathing in for upward salute, arms overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, halfway up. Exhale, walk back into plank pose. Either plank on the toes or modify on your knees. For grasshopper, we have knees, chest, chin. So you kind of peek your tailbone up like a cow pose. Yeah. And then flatten your body to the mat. Cobra is your inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, chest and forehead down. Yeah, cobra with your breath to rise on your inhales and lower on your exhales. Let this inhale lift you a little higher, and we'll exhale backing up to downward dog. Tuck the toes, raise the hips like a mountain peak. Feel welcome to take movement like a hip sway or bending alternate knees. Breathing in forward to a plank pose. Exhale, knees to earth for your table. Left leg extends back, cat and cow. Exhale, knee to nose as you round the spine, activate the core. Inhale, long leg, reach through the ball of the left foot. Exhale, knee to nose. With the leg back, we will balance. A choice to hover the right arm like a handshake forward, or both hands can stay on the mat. Hug muscle to bone along your left leg. And let these breaths help you navigate the wobbles, which is part of balance. Yeah, balance is not zero movement. Balance is tiny, intelligent movements deep in the joint. This is stability. Final inhale, and we will exhale to step left foot through, finding your low lunge. Yeah, so hands begin on the mat, tall on fingertips, so you've got your tented hands. Back knee maybe up or down. Yeah, left hip drops just slightly. Back of the heart lifts for an active line through the whole back of your body. Rise up, finding high lunge as you're ready. Adjust foundation anytime you think it could be better. Space between the shoulders, space between the jaw and the chest, space for the breath to flow fully and deeply. Final inhale, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Exhale, fingertips to earth for that grounded airplane as you shift forward, right leg lifts high. Stay with the exhale, pressing a firm footprint on the wall behind you. Both feet to mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in to rise and stand, upward salute, arms in the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, and we'll pause. This is Samastitihi as palms press together. Equal standing through your footprints, equal breathing through inhales and exhales. Sitting back to create your chair pose. Hips back, arms forward and up. With an exhale, brush fingers down on the mat. Activate the arms behind you. Yeah, inhale, scoop down and lift up. Following exhale, down and back, activating muscles between the shoulder blades. Yeah, one more inhale through chair. Exhale, pop your left heel so you're up on the left tiptoes. Nice. We are rising for standing staff to float the left knee hip height. And checking in, level pelvis, left hip same height as the right. Open wide for tree, knee out to the side. Left foot may plant above or below the left knee. There's also the kickstand position where we have tiptoes on the mat to the inner ankle. Descend a root system down through the right foot and feel the integrity of your body matching that rooted energy. With inhale, point left knee forward into standing staff. Exhale, big step back through warrior two. Left foot parallel to the back of your mat. Extend arms wide. Feeling the archer energy of warrior two. Gaze to the right middle finger. Allow center channel to open, the throat, chest, belly. Inhale to reverse your warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Arms reach up and feet angle. Heels in, toes out. Horse is your exhale, palms to the heart, sinking deep in your hips. And a challenge for little pulse, 2 inches down, 1 inch up. Make a fist with one hand and cover it with the opposite hand for a gentle pressure together. Spine tall, so heart is open. Continuing to move the breath as you find this challenge in your hips. Nice. Final breath here. With your inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two over your right footprint. Yeah, let's reverse one more time. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hands to mat around the right footprint. Come up to the back tiptoes. As we step back for plank, I want to offer a stack of the right foot behind the left heel. Yeah, finding a one-footed plank pose. Nice. A choice of knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower to your belly. Create your back bend with an inhale. And then exhale is right back to downward dog. Staying for 3 extended breaths. Knowing any of these breaths could be down in child's pose as an option. With your inhale, left leg, three-legged dog, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose as you hover forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow to step wide for lizard pose. Back knee could be up or down. Enjoying a moment to deepen. You may stay up on tall arms, or some of us lower to the forearms. Openness through the breath to influence the hips to open from within. Yeah, final breath in this lizard. Walk up onto your palms. Trade your left hand and left foot to come back into a low lunge. Push off the back foot to inhale, grounded airplane. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Tadasana, rise up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, hands through the heart with arms down. A moment to pause, to sense and feel in your body. Inhale through your chair pose. Exhale, just drop your arms, and we're doing a arm movement. This is going to start with a very passive swing. So yeah, just floppy arms forward and back. Let your shoulders do whatever they do. And this is a contract, relax exercise. So arms come back, tweeze your shoulder blades together. Get some engagement in those muscles. Hands can do whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then we'll drop them to do a few more swings. Yeah, come into the engagement, shoulder blades snug back, working to engage evenly between both left and right side shoulder blade muscles. And then a few more swings. Yeah, so we'll do one more cycle like that. A challenge to stay in your chair, or you can stand tall and get some relief for your legs. Tweeze, tweeze, tweeze. Activating these muscles. Nice. And one more set of swings. Classic chair is your inhale. Forward fold is your exhale. Yeah, we'll stay a little longer here. Hands clasp opposite elbows. Shake head yes and no. And maybe your shoulders shimmy yes and no. Getting that release through the upper body. Bend your knees. Inhale to chair. Exhale, pop the right heel. So we're finding balance onto the left footprint. No rush at all to standing staff. So right knee floats to hip height. As we create the tree pose, open the knee wide with sole of the foot to the inner leg. Branches of the tree, your arms extend up and out. Visualizing this matching root system, the size of your body, down through the footprint, balancing you into the core of the earth. Last few moments in the tree to feel your aspirational energy toward your practice. Expressing that through this form, through the way you breathe. Nice. Standing staff as you inhale. Exhale, big step back to create warrior two footprint. Front knee bends so we stack right above the ankle, arms reaching wide. And we are neither in the past nor the future, but in the present with the spine aligned, heart right above the belly, right above the tailbone. Set gaze to left middle finger and let the shoulders soften. Complete an exhale and feel your footprints. Inhale to reverse your warrior up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star, reach up and out. Yeah, exhale to horse, hands together at your heart as you bend into the knees. Staying low in this foundation, bring thumbs to inner knees, fingertips cup the back. We're taking a cat and cow movement. Focus on your pelvis leading. So we're tilting the tailbone back to open the chest like a cow pose, and then tucking the tail to open the back, tuck the chin. Yeah, so just moving in that way. Let your arms support you. Finishing your breath here, come to a neutral spine. Rise up, five-pointed star. Exhale right back where you were. Hands to the inner knee. Yeah, thumbs to the inner knee. We'll play with a twist sequence to lengthen the spine and dip one shoulder as you gaze up and back. Center your body and twist the other way. One more twist in each direction. Whenever twist cycle is complete, stand tall, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two over your left footprint. Yeah, one more reverse. Inhale up and back. Exhale, hands around the foot. Reorient your back foot. Let it set up for plank. Then we'll stack the left foot atop. Yeah, just playing with this one-footed plank pose. Nice, moving through your flow, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Yeah, back bend with your inhale. Downward dog with your exhale. Two long breaths right here. Inhale to extend right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose in plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to outer right elbow, creating this lizard pose. Yeah, foot steps wide of the right hand. Back knee may be up or down. Let your breath guide as you deepen the shape any amount. Palms to the mat, perhaps forearms to the mat. Right knee could bow inward or outward. Final breath in this lizard. Palms to the earth. Trade your right hand and right foot positions so you're back in a low lunge. Stepping back to downward dog. Free up your left leg for three-legged dog. And coming into pigeon, left knee behind the left wrist. Guide your hips back. You may fold forward onto forearms or belly all the way to the front shin. And taking time to listen to how your breath responds and not just fixing, quote unquote, the breath, but working with it. Can you adjust your body so the breath is easier? Easing out of pigeon, walk your palms flat on the mat. Bring the back foot 3 inches closer to the front of the mat so you can tuck these toes under. For a half frog, spin your left heel so it's under your left glute. Yes. And now we're going to take that knee off of the mat. This is where you might want to grab your blanket and put some padding under the inner knee. Yeah, so the knee is about hip height on the ground. Lower your chest and the right temple to the mat. Arms in a cactus shape or any other shape that supports your release. Final deep breath in the half frog. Stretch your left leg back, just zipper it up beside the right. Hands beside the chest for a back bend. And back to downward dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Setting up your pigeon. Right knee behind the right wrist. Feel free to add any padding under the hips to help level the pelvis. Begin your descent. Sensing the jaw hip connection as you relax jaw muscles and soften inside the throat. Let's see if this has a response deep in your hips. Final deep breath in this pigeon. And plant your palms. Bring the back foot a little closer to the front of the mat with these toes curled under. Spin the right heel under you so it's under the glute. And then send this shin off of the mat for half frog. This is where you could pad under the inner knee if you'd like. Left temple comes to the ground. Arms may open in a cactus position or any other supportive position. Let your body harmonize with the pull of gravity, not resisting, coming closer to the earth by releasing. Completing this shape, just zipper up your right leg. Plant the left hand beside your chest and stretch your right arm long. We're creating kind of a T shape or on its way to a letter Y, where your hand is just a little forward of your mat. Plant the left hand, and we're rolling any amount to your right side for little wing. Left knee could point up with that foot stepping behind your mat, or the left knee could be in the half frog for support. Focusing this stretch into your right pecs. Yeah, deep chest muscles. Allowing the ribs to move with your breath. To release, lower your belly, zipper up the legs. Extend left arm wide in that shape. Right palm beside the chest to help you roll over any amount to your left side. Left knee could bend and point upward with the foot behind and off your mat. Or right knee forward into the half frog. The muscles we're stretching are a fan-shaped group. And sometimes you can adjust the trajectory of the left arm to target where you really need it in your pecs. Final breath in little wing. Unroll belly to the mat. Mhm. Bring left hand beside the chest. A mini thread the needle. We're going to roll the right shoulder. So the right shoulder is the thread, and you're coming to lie on the right side of your body. That bottom arm could bend to be a pillow for your head, We're taking a quad stretch. Top arm to grab the top outer ankle. Experiment with the height of this knee to find the stretch you need in your quad group. Many of us have longer quads on inner knee, shorter quads on outer knee, or vice versa. So fine tune that knee position to where you really need the stretch. We might enhance stretch with a gentle pelvic tuck. Yeah, zippering up the low abs between pubic bone and navel. One more breath to soften these quads. Yeah, release the leg, roll to your belly, and we'll take the second side to roll onto your left shoulder. Left arm could be a pillow under your head, and find your quad stretch. Clasp hand to the outer ankle. Experiment with the height of your top knee to help you target the muscles you need to stretch. Very much like the dancer pose, you might also be stretching your chest, the arm, allowing this to receive whatever stretch is here. Yeah, final breath into our quads. Roll down to your belly for a full prostration. Arms long forward, either palms together or palms down to the earth. The third eye points down to the mat for a moment to soften the front of your body and connect to the earth. Roll your way to your back. And we're preparing for Shavasana. If you'd like a final hug or happy baby pose, see if your body has any additional stretches it would like to do. Our cool down poses today were somewhat unique, so just see how those are fitting in your body. Gradually find your way into stillness. Acknowledge the purpose and depth of the Shavasana pose. Let yourself receive the education of this pose, letting go, dissolving into an end. So there can be a rebirth. The breath of life flows through your body, bringing what you need to grow and carrying away what is no longer needed. Allow breath to deepen gently. It's always fine if you want to stay resting longer, if you're in the zone, or begin to take gentle movement. Explore fingers, toes, ankle and wrist movement. Gently roll your way to lie on one side and come up slowly to a sitting position. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Great to be with you guys. Namaste.